I'm gonna take you through an entire upper body workout with two-time world bronze medalist Nick Gwiazdowski, and we're gonna start right now.
Check it out. How many?
You get 8.
No.
1, 2, 3. Good. How's your chest? With that?
It's all right. It's wide.
You go like a 10?
Yeah.
I like grabbing the out, yeah. Let's do like 4. That was pretty good. Nick's doing some grip work. Yeah. Those are hard.
Those aren't that hard.
No, the top ones aren't too bad. So North Carolina is still like pretty much closed.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be so hard. Like, wrestling can't come back. Winter and spring sports can't come back until, like, beginning of school.
Yeah.
You know, so.
He had 6 here.
6.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Good. That's pretty good. How's that?
Good.
We go to 25?
Yeah. And I was talking to Chris at Powerlift, and he said it's in production. It's just they're like lathes with that crusted steel that been broken for a few days now. They're kind of puts behind too, but the process of building my rack has began.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Is it custom at all, or is it just normal?
I don't know what would be. Oh, we got.
Yeah.
I don't know what would be custom about it.
Put Gwiz on a metal plate.
I could. I should ask. Like, hey, what's the possibility? Like,
Yeah. Good. About 35. So Nick just got done. He's been in quarantine for like the last 3 months. So he hasn't done any benches yet from a full range of motion. And he doesn't have a fat bar. So we're using a fat bar, especially for wrestlers. This is really good because it's good for wrist control. And it's also going to get us to recruit a little bit more high threshold motor units from him while he's benching. He gets that big stretch reflex, but it's going to transfer really well to the wrestling world. That's also what we're doing with the rock pull-ups. When he's doing it on the rock climbing, it's going to help with his grip. It's going to help his finger strength improve as well as his grip in his forearm. So that's going to transfer over to the mat really, really well. Go 4 to 5. Let's go. Come on. Give me one more. Come on. Big push. Good. Let's do one more heavy set with 3 plates on. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Come on. Up fast. Come on. Up. 2 more. Let's go. Good. One more. Come on. Up. Good. That's pretty good.
What's 350? 140?
Yeah. Well, 143.
I haven't lifted 140 in 10 weeks.
That's pretty good. 12 weeks and he hasn't touched 140. So that means what we're doing in his garage has been paying off. That's been the hardest part, is like with Nick, is because he's a heavyweight, he's got to be a little bit stronger with absolute strength than a typical wrestler. But during the quarantine, he hasn't had more than 120 kilos of weights. So all we've really been doing is a little bit more volume, changing grips, trying to stimulate growth in ways that we haven't really used because of the quarantine. So it's been a little challenging, but fortunately it's been working. Yeah, we'll go one more set here. Actually, somebody commented on one of your videos today on YouTube. This guy's got really good, like, clean technique.
I need to start getting competitive with my lifting.
Yeah, fuck you.
My Throw that, get me weighing 260.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Hey, 2 more. That's good. Yeah. Come on. Up. There it is. Good, good. Biggest thing for me is just keeping track with him is now that he's getting back into some normal lifting, I want to make sure that we push the weight a little bit, but not to the point where he's getting banged up or his shoulder might be bugging him, because we have added some more overhead stuff since he's been at home in his garage. So his shoulders have been getting stressed a little bit more than normal. So I just got to make sure we keep track of how he's feeling. We're keeping track of the weights and the load that he's taking on a daily basis as he gets back into the normal swing of things. And also that it's not having a negative impact on his wrestling, because ultimately that's the most important part, is that we're just training him to be the best wrestler he can possibly be. It has nothing to do with can he bench as much as a shot putter or a professional bench presser. That doesn't matter. What matters is how well he can apply this to the mat. So in the sport of wrestling, we get a lot of overhead positions, a lot of pulling from the lats, a lot of pulling from the biceps. And that's where the chin-ups are going to come into play when Nick steps on the mat. Yeah. I tried, Taman. Even if you think about when he's at the top, like squeezing the chest of the bar at the top, it's like if he takes a shot and he's in on the knee, that's going to help him get that knee a little bit tighter to try and finish that shot. So it's like developing that lat strength and then coordinating that with his explosiveness on the mat. That's where all this tries to come into play and mold him into a freak. I think the biggest thing with dips, with wrestling, is I feel like it carries over really well the mat strength. It does a good job of mimicking like where you're going to be if you're pummeling. It's going to help him dramatically improve his tricep strength and his tricep coordination with his chest. That's also why we superset this with the chin-ups, is that when he's hammering the dips and he's blowing up his chest, he's blowing up his triceps, we want to coordinate with that with the chin-ups. So now it's going to be very similar to when he's on the mat. If he's pummeling with somebody, trying to get wrist control, whatever it might be, he's learning how to use, the chest, the triceps with his biceps and his lats at the exact same time. And that coordination can go a long way. I think one of the things too, especially with wrestlers, is that wrestlers have to have absolute strength. Like some of the key elements, they've got to be really, really strong. They've got to have good grip, but they've also got to have really good endurance. And so that's where it makes it a little more challenging as a strength coach, because you've got to get them, especially a heavyweight, they've got to be super, super strong, but they've also got to be able to put out a lot of power later on in the match. And that's the big thing with us training with Nick, is like that's been the goal. We want to get his bench up or get his pull-ups up or get his sled work or cleans, whatever it might be, but he's also got to be able to put out that power late in that match, in that 5th minute when he could potentially win a medal. I was thinking the alternating dumbbell bench, sled pull and homers. Or instead of sled pull, we would do the forearm roller. Okay. But we'll go light. I was thinking with the dumbbell bench, it'd be like this and like 60s or something. Because you haven't done any full range. I mean, you haven't done dumbbell work in a while either. Let me get the sled ready. Let's go like 8 to 10 each side.
How much did you pay for that bench?
That was free
Really?
from Penn State. There you go. Good. And the sled pull. Too late. Then get 30s, we'll go walk, 10 curls, walk, 10 curls. So I think one of the best exercises upper body wise for wrestlers is the sled pull with the rope. And we're using a 2-inch rope with Nick. Again, this all goes back to that collar tie, goes back to wrist control. And now he's gonna hit this, we're gonna finish this tricep with homers, which is an isometric bicep movement. And the thing is a lot of our heavy stuff that we're doing early on in the workout, at the end of the workout, we finished it off with stuff like this because it's endurance based. It's gonna help him with his mat strength. It's gonna help him with his lat strength, with his biceps. And so that stuff carries over to underhooks and a lot of pummeling. Yeah, like walk, curl, walk, curl. 8. Either one, whatever you want. Free choice, Nick.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Just go like 6 on this end. I'm gonna put another plate on here.
How many again?
Go 8 each arm.
10?
8. You have an extra shirt.
Yeah, I got shirts.
You don't have your underwear. Good, good. Come on, maybe one day you'll have shorts named after you on the side there.
We can get you guys all that out custom gear.
You really?
Yeah.
Okay, Taman, you go 21. That's what we're getting. Yeah. Good, good. Yeah. Yeah. True, too. Good. I think one of the big things too with wrestling is that you've got to realize that everything is going to be almost always unilateral. So like doing dumbbell bench like this is going to carry over really well because he's got to have some trunk control while he's doing the presses. Good. That's pretty good.
That's not that heavy, but then the hard part is just touch, squeeze, touch,
Yeah,
squeeze.
go, go, go.
On that to keep my...
Dude, that's where I think that with wrestling too, it's like that's a constant like touch, you gotta pull, move, you're always like moving those hands around.
And it's always moving, but they have to, it's not just,
Touch, pull, touch, push, yeah. So that was an entire upper body training session with two-time world bronze medalist and two-time NCAA champion, Nick Gwiazdowski. If you want more information about wrestling and what goes into wrestling strength training and developing absolute freaks on the mat, check out this right here. That's all for today, guys. Peace.